Well, way back in the early 80s, ABC distribution catalogs used to sell something like this for about $100. Okay, the only downside about this is our cats jumped on it and popped out. So I'm going to show you how to make a bird feeder that spans the whole distance of the window and mounts on the outside of the window. Okay, to where this glass will be the window itself. Now we might have to put some one-sided type reflective tape on there, all right, to get the birds to come in, because it's like a mirrored thing, and it says right here it has a mirror. All right, so the birds don't see you guys walking up to it and fly away. So and it's going to be all scrap stuff around the house. So here we go.
Hey, so this is the panel that or the window that I want to use. Okay, it's 36 inches wide. I do have a drawing made up of all the indentations, the 1.5 inches that's here. You're going to need some kind of a where the screen went and all. If you don't have that, you're going to have to make some kind of stanchions on the ground to hold the bird feeder up. My idea is to make a bird feeder that has no stanchions, no suction cups, and 36 inches wide or as close to it as possible, and attached straight to the window, no glass in between it. Okay, the glass that you're going to have is the window itself. It's all going to be wood. So that's the goal, and do kind of cheaply. Spare wood, scrap wood, even if you have a pallet you can strip down, just do it really cheaply and costing you virtually nothing, just supplies you may already have or a friend has. Well, I have all this wood, panels of this kind of wood, and out of my trailer, I have a lot of wood inside the trailer that's been donated to me. Some of it's warped, some of it's not, some of it's pressure treated. Okay, so you might have spare wood around the house. So dig it up and build up the foundation. I have to come up at least 2.5 inches from the bottom. So time to start cutting. Well, I put two 2x4s together and I cut a little curve out right there to go around some. I think they're like 1.5 by 1.5. They're almost square. So these are wedged in there pretty good, and what I'm going to do is actually screw one into this, and then the other one come from the side and screw into that to hold it into place. And then the side will come up, and on top someplace I'll have another interlock. So there'll be a box going around holding this heavy piece up. All right, and the sides will be doing that. That's the whole idea. Underneath, though, might be a different story. There is a ledge there, and I was hoping that this piece of wood I put underneath to connect these two would fill that in. So I might have to put some wedges there to hold it up, take some pressure off. But that's what wedges are for. Okay, everything, virtually everything here, not the plywood though, is pressure treated, which is and reused. What a variety of wood this is going to be, right? Okay, 2 pieces of plywood, like I think 1/4 inch on each side of the 2x4s. It gives me the lift and all that. Probably put some more screws on the bottom though. And I think they're about 1.5 inch screws I'm using. Okay, and then I'm taking a piece of pine now. And what I did is I put this into the window with the 2x1s or whatever they are in there, and I put this up against it, and right up here in this spot right, let's see if I can get it right there. I marked it, and that gives me the 1 foot high that I want. Okay, so it matches with the side things. Well, luckily I have pretty steep steps up front to use for leverage to put these on. I had to hammer nails into them. That's the only way I can do it. And lined it up pretty good. So all I got to do now is put this on, figure out how to fasten it to the other stanchions, and then put a piece of wood over it and screw it down inside the stanchions in the side of the windows. And I think just about done. Alright, now here's the secret on how to get it to stay in place. Alright, this one is going to stay put. It's got a 4-inch screw going from the back, from right there all the way into here. Now this one's going to be put in after this is in place. This one's in place. So we can put this in and then put this in, and on the bottom, if I can rotate this without spilling anything, okay, is a screw right here. I can get some light on it. There we go. It's right there, and it's going up into this. All right, that keeps that into place, and what's going to actually hold everything together with the stanchions right side up and all that is going to be another piece of this covering the whole top, and everything will be squared off to that. There's going to be little screws going down, 3 on each one of these, pre-drilled so we don't split the wood, and then a screw on top of this. And the window is going to be on this side over here, so you could look in here, and I'm going to put a thing across here so the birds can actually, be on that, and also the seeds won't fall out. Now, I still have it all assembled as far as it goes, and what I want to do is make a top, basically a ceiling for it. So what I did is I measured from end to end on the bottom. Gives me 7. I want to go 8 though, and then over here I go all the way to the end. Now you do not go to this part here because that's inside the window. So now I have 37.5 foot across. That is a big bird feeder. So it's 37 inch across is what I want to do. And what I did is I measured out here to 37, and I brought it up to 8 there. I have a dash there, a dash here, and a dash here. I'm going to draw the line across, and I'm going to cut a piece out that will be eventually on top. Well, in my objective of using spare things around the house, I did not want to go out and buy a huge dole or anything to go on the front. So what I'm using is an old gazebo. This is a very old gazebo pole. So I used the largest drill bit I have to drill a hole, and then I used a Dremel tool with a piece like that on there and actually bored through with that. And that's about the same size. I had to go a little larger, moving it around to make it large enough for this to go in. But if it goes in nice and snug where I don't have to drilling holes through these to hold them in place, that would be really great. So I'll see how that works out, getting this thing to go through. I'm going to have to probably cut a little bit because I can't pull these two apart, but see what happens. Well, it doesn't look the greatest thing in the world, but hey, it's going to do. And I don't think birds are too picky coming to get food or anything like that. So I'm going to finish this up and put it in just as like a test to see how the wood lasts. Especially wood like this that's been out in the weather so much, so it's not warped at all. So that's going to be the top, and I'm thinking about putting this super ply on top and have the white, like this is white inside, and the white bottom over here is on the inside. Well, that's basically the finished product right there without being painted, okay? So this is going to be permanent. There's a screw here on top of this one. This will be in the windowsill, and then these two over here. All right. This one here, let me turn on the light, okay? This one here is protruded out to go into the windowsill with a screw here and a screw here. These are about 1 inch screws. So the only thing that has to happen is this one and the one on the bottom come out. So this goes in by itself. And then we put that one in first, slide this in. We put this screw in and the bottom screw in. It should hold this up on the window without suction cups or a stand underneath it. So let's go see if that's a true fact. Oh, there it is, guys. Not too bad, and it's actually hard to see. That's a robin's nest up there, and when I came around the corner, a robin flew out of it. So that's going to be that camera's going to be replaced. I have a better one now that's probably going to be over on the angle getting it. All right, but there you go. Hey, there I am. How you doing there? Okay. Hey, subscribe, see a whole lot more. All I got to do is put seeds in there, and I think it'll stay kind of level. I did lean on this pretty good, and it is not going anywhere. Even if a squirrel jumps up there, it's not going to go anywhere. But you're going to see video from the inside with the birds coming up to it. So it'd be kind of interesting. 37 inches long, guys. 37 inches long, 12 inches high. Well, here's what it looks like on the inside. Okay, and I just laid some bird seed down. Less than $4 for a nice bag of Champion bird seed at Giant. So what I want to do is just sit back and enjoy it if they actually see it. I don't know if they will. Hey, enjoy the view. I'll try to get some of it on video following this.